If you weren't invited, don't go. If none of your friends told you, don't ask. If you got a late invite, respectfully decline. Yeah, they had no intention of including you in the original plan. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Cool.
I just want to talk to you guys really quick because I usually never talk on here, but whatever. So I want to point out some obvious signs that your friends are haters, because a lot of us, like myself, are very oblivious to this because we like to see the best in individuals, especially people that we call our friends, right? So number one for me would be, if you're out and you're receiving love, you're receiving compliments, you look really good that day, that person is extremely uncomfortable. Typically, they're the one in the corner rolling their eyes, super silent, because they're uncomfortable with you receiving any sort of recognition for how good you look, because they have a lot of internalized issues with themselves that they probably need to work out with a therapist. Number two, if you give them compliments, you're never going to get a compliment back. You could literally be looking like Beyonce that day. They're never going to compliment you back because somehow it's a shot at their pride. Number three, they'll purposely take ugly ass pictures of you, and when you ask them to retake them, they'll get an attitude with you. Number four, okay, so the last one would be that person is starting to mimic you. They're copying how you talk, how you dress, how you walk, everything. Their demeanor is slowly shifting into one that's very similar to yours. That is not a compliment. A lot of people think that that's a compliment, but no, that person hates you.
Hey Rych Babes, it's your girl Bella Dyor, and I am back with another real talk session to help you spot these fake ass friends that might be holding you back from your glow up journey. So today we're going to be diving into a tricky and uncomfortable signs that your so-called friends may be secretly hating on you. This is one of those conversations that we need to have because, trust me, energy never lies. And we're all about keeping our circles genuine and supportive. So, as you know, on this channel, we get real, raw, and righteous about all things glow up and self-love. So, with this topic being so uncomfortable and crucial for our glow up journey, this is something that we need to discuss. Those so-called friends who might actually be harboring some low-key hate or jealousy towards you. I know it sounds dramatic, but trust me, it's more common than you think. So let's take a seat and let's talk about how to identify when a friend isn't really in your corner. Now, I'm not talking about any disagreements or small misunderstandings. Every friendship has its ups and downs, so don't be extra. I'm talking about that sneaky under the surface resentment or animosity that can slowly poison your peace and disrupt your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. Here's the thing. These frenemies often don't even realize that they're projecting their insecurities onto you, which makes it all the more important to know what to look for. So why would someone even claim to be your friend secretly hate on you? It often stems from a place of insecurity and fear. Maybe they see something in you that they lack in themselves. Confidence, ambition, beauty, success, or even just your positive energy. And instead of celebrating your wins and supporting you, they start to feel threatened or jealous. This is known in psychology as projective identification, where they project their own insecurities onto you, making you the target of their internal struggles. So let's be real, this behavior is damaging and it can make you doubt yourself, feel isolated, or even question your own worth. But here's the truth, babes. These people's feelings have nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. They may be dealing with their own unresolved issues, unmet goals, or even trauma. And instead of addressing those issues head on, they displace that negativity onto you, the one who seems to have it all together. But here's where it gets tricky. Those friends can be charming, supportive, and loving in some moments, and downright toxic in others. They can wear the mask of a caring friend, also undermining you at every turn. It's emotional manipulation at its finest, and it's crucial to realize and recognize it so you can protect your peace and your progress. Now that we covered some of the psychological reasons behind this behavior, let's get into the rest of this video, and I will have my commentary at the end. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and make sure that you comment down below. Thank you.
Y'all pay attention to your friends who are low-key haters. And I know I'm not the only person who have experienced this, because I've spoken to other people and I've had to create a lot of distance from people who have been decently close to me, because I just start to peep, like, you're actually a low-key hater. You know, the friends that like will put you down in front of other people? And I just start to realize, it's like, yo, like, are you in a competition with me? Like, some of your friends are low-key in competitions with you, and that's not how friendship works. Like, that's kind of whack. Like, yo, as a person, as your friend, like, I am here for everything that you want to do, everything that you want to try or do. Like, yo, listen, more for you. Like, power to you. I love to see it. But they always talk about how the bad mind are so close to you, and some people think all your haters are people outside that don't really know you. It be the people that are close to you know. And it doesn't mean that you can't be friends anymore. You just got to create distance. You got to have the proper eye to be like, certain people you don't crack to. Certain people can't have access to you in the way that they once used to, because you're actually genuinely not happy for me. Like, you happy sometimes, but there's other times where you're like, if I'm not better than you, then I gotta hate. And men, I do that in friendship. We don't do that in friendship. In 2023, y'all need to start peeping that and leaving those friends at a distance. It's a real thing out there. Hater friends are a real thing. And don't be a hater friend. It's giving me ick.
9 times out of 10, if I cut you off with no explanation, and I'm talking, I unfollow you off everything, I literally just stop reaching out to you and just don't talk to you anymore, you were most likely, not even most likely, you weren't showing up for me in our friendship in the way that I wish you did. One thing about me is I am super understanding and realistic about the realities of adulthood. People get busy. People got shit going on. I understand that as we get older, friendships require more effort. That's just the reality of it. But when I notice a very black and white difference between how you are with others versus how you are with me, clearly the friendship isn't worth anything to you. And for the people I have done this with, are they looking for me now? No. So that literally tells me everything I needed to know about our friendship to begin with, is that it was just always superficial and one-sided. Like, you're not going to sit here and continue to waste my time and my love and my effort. That's what we're not going to do. Because regardless of the shit that I have going on with my work life, my personal life, my mental health, I still try to show up for everyone as best as I can. Call me whatever the hell you want, but no one can fix their mouth to call me a bad friend. Okay? Okay.
I want you to raise your hand if you've ever had a friend that secretly hates you. Me. And I didn't realize that this was a very universal experience until very recently. In the beginning, it genuinely feels pretty normal. I feel like they disguise themselves as supportive and all the things, and it's the tiny, tiny little microaggressions that, if you're not paying attention, go completely over your head. And the comments honestly really vary. They can be about your friends, what you're wearing, what you've been up to recently. And I feel like the biggest indicator when they say these sentences, it's always like, oh, and then they lead with whatever they're gonna say. Oh, you're hanging out with this person? Oh, I definitely wouldn't do that if I were you. And the craziest part is, it's all simultaneously coupled with them adopting things that are very much you. Copying the way you dress, copying your mannerisms, maybe even going as far as dating people that are very similar to the people that you date, becoming friends with people that are very much your friends. And I think being an empathetic person, I'd find myself in situations making excuses to be like, oh, well, she just had a bad day. That's like why she said something like that. Instead of sitting there and realizing that that girl hates you. Like in my life, I met this girl last year, and very, very quickly, she like latched on to me. And at first I was like, oh, that's kind of odd. You're literally telling me all about your life and I met you maybe a week ago. And I watched her interact with her other friends. Like, they would call her and the way she would like roll her eyes or like make snarky little comments. But I was like, wait, we literally saw them out a couple days ago. Or you literally were just talking about how nice they were. Like, there was no consistency across any board. And this should have been red flag number one. Because the way that someone speaks about their other friends in your presence is the exact same way they're gonna talk about you. Second red flag was the inconsistency. One day she'd be super hot, The next day, completely cold. Like, I'm talking about unfollow out of nowhere one day, then pretend they don't know you the next when other people are around. And as I sit here and reflect, I honestly think I've cracked the code. These girls aren't jealous of the things that you have, or honestly, the way that you look. What they're jealous of is your energy, your aura, your je ne sais pas quoi. The vibe that you emit and your spark shakes them so deeply to their core that they're reminded that they can do better, but choose not to. So simply put, you got these girls shook. So keep going, boo.
Ladies, here are some signs that the females that you call your friends are in fact jealous, covert narcissists, okay? And you better get rid of them once I put you onto the game. These types of women are very dangerous because they can latch on to you and they can string their friendship along for many, many years and you not even catch on to their covert toxic, their manipulation and the things that they're doing right up underneath your nose. They will do this for years. Your fake ass friend is a narcissist, and I'll tell you how. She has a whole set of separate friends, and she keeps you separated from these friends because these sets of friends are just as trifling and toxic as she is. And it's like oil and vinegar, it doesn't mix. You'll never mix in with her other friends. I can guarantee you when your back is turned, she is gossiping and telling all your business to this other set of friends that she keeps you separated from. This is where she belongs because these trifling bitches fit the same personality type as she. Okay, you would never hang with these chicks. Okay, they're not on your level. They have no morals. They're narcissistic themselves, but she has to stay friends with them because she can relate to them more than she can relate to you. The only reason she's hanging with you is because you make her look good. Okay. You dress better, you look better, you carry yourself better, you have morals, you have high standards, and she knows when she gets around you, she thinks everybody will look at her as the same, you know, birds of a feather. And she knows deep down inside of her heart, she has no business with you because she's a piece of shit friend when your back is turned. And she will triangulate you against her friends. And what I mean by this is she will have her other toxic friends thinking you dislike them. Okay. And meanwhile, she'll gossip about them to you. That's to create competition so that y'all will dislike each other and fight over her trifling ass. And not to mention, if you introduce her to any of your quality friends, your, business associates, anybody, she will go behind your back and befriend them and try to divide them and cause discord. She will actually try to steal your friends that you introduced them to her, but she's still going to try to steal them from up underneath your nose. And let me tell you something. If your friend has more money and more material things than you, she'll still be envious because you have a beautiful spirit, something she lacks. Get rid of these toxic types of females. She is not your friend.
I don't like being around these type of females. The females that say, oh girl, well so-and-so told me this. Don't tell her I told you. Because why not? Because if you tell me what somebody else said about me and they feel comfortable enough to share it with you, lets me know that all y'all do is sit around and talk about me. And why can't I go to that other person and ask them straight from the horse's mouth what they said? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Because if you said something that you did not want to get out, and you trying to cover your behind, then you need to just tell me. Because I'm going to go and ask. I'm going to go see. I'm going to go see what's going on. Especially if we have a mutual, right? Like, especially if, like, I'm friends with somebody, but I'm not friends with their other person. You get what I'm saying? And she talking about me. You be doing it too. I don't know. I can't trust people that have mutuals with people that I know that don't like me. Because I know y'all be sitting at the same spaces and tables talking about me. I don't care. You call it what you want to. Don't really care. What I'm saying is I know y'all be talking. Because why else can I just check on that?
It took me 30 years to realize that some people will never tell you they don't like you.
This is exactly why playing dumb and playing stupid is probably one of the best things that you can do if you really want to figure out who your friend is. I do this all the freaking time. And when I tell you, these people will always rat themselves out, but you have to let that shit play out for itself. There was a girl who I used to know who did this very well. To me, I thought we had a good relationship, but she had a party one year and she decided to invite someone who was threatening me and harassing me. Now, the friend I'm talking about, she wasn't even close to this girl that she invited who hated me. When I asked her why she invited her, she said, I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal. What? And of course, that night I got into an argument with a girl that hates me. My friend knew exactly what she was doing. She was trying to stir up more animosity in my life because she secretly hated me.
I don't care what nobody say. This is how you know when a bitch is turned into a weirdo and she no longer likes you no more. Number one, she go from always commenting on your stuff to only giving you compliments in the DM. Bitch, why is you sending me hard eyes in the DMs? Bitch, put it on my picture. You can't, because you be talking shit about me. And you don't want them bitches that you be talking shit about me with to see you talking to me. Because then that's going to make you look like a weird ass, fake ass bitch, which you are. But number two, you think that stuff that I say on the internet is about you. Why would you think anything I said on here is about you? You got a guilty ass conscience. Why would you think, as my friend, why would you think anything that I post is about you unprovoked? You're a weirdo. You're talking shit about me. And you think that I know that you're talking shit about me. I don't even have a fucking clue, bitch. I'm not even thinking about you. You thinking about it, you got a guilty ass conscience. You over there like, damn, maybe she know that I be talking shit about her and she responded back to me, bitch. No, it's just you. It's just you, babes. You're just a fucking creep. You're just a weirdo. It's just you.
You know what? I pray I never have another female around me pretending to love me ever again. And I say that because I've encountered a lot of girls in my life that genuinely felt like they were for me. Hate comes in all shapes and sizes, and it's not always direct. So the question is, how do you find out if your friend really hates you? Easy. The things they say and do after the argument. For instance, I had to cut this girl off because the way that she carried me and the way that she would say insensitive things to me concerning things that I was doing. For instance, I'm an artist, right? And I had shot a music video in which she had participated in. I picked her and a bunch of other pretty girls to participate in a video, and when the video dropped, I had sent it to our Facebook group chat and told the girls to share it and let me know their genuine thoughts or whatever and how they felt about the video. So everybody liked the video except her, which was fine, mind you, because you're entitled to your own opinion. It was the what and the where that really fucking bothered me. For one, what she said was completely out of pocket concerning, my video. Telling me that it was trash, it was garbage, I need to delete it, we need to redo it, etc., etc. Two, this was expressed in that group chat, like in front of everybody. And I'm going to tell you why that bothered me. For one, this is totally inappropriate for you to be my real friend and for you to be acting like this in front of the other people that shot the video with me or whatever, that, mind you, I'm not even close with for real. They're just girls around the city that I know that like I caught a vibe with or whatever that seemed like they were cool and genuine people. So you got my real friend on one hand, somebody that I've been knowing for over 10 years, saying all this mean shit to me about my video in a group chat full of girls that I don't have a bond with, that I'm not close friends with. Totally fucking inappropriate and out of pocket. I was like mind blown. Like I could not believe that she was acting like that. Mind y'all, I just dropped the video, so I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel good. I work hard on my music. Like I spent a lot of fucking money on this project just to get shitted on like that by like my real friend. And she's dragging it, y'all. Like I'm talking dragging it. She even went to work and showed her coworkers and like put it in her coworker's mind to say that the video was trash as well. And I'm just like, what? She's like, yeah, I showed everybody the video and they said that it's trash too. But I'm like, you had already put that in the air. You had probably already showed them the video and was like, ain't this video garbage? Ain't this video garbage? Like you didn't let them genuinely get an opinion for themselves on the video. I feel like you were already coming with that energy because you didn't like the role that you played. Mind y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that, like, I'm not the friend that wants to be the only good looking friend. I'm not her. I bore everybody's outfits. Everybody was color coordinated or whatever. We had denim skirts and white and pink t-shirts. All everybody had to do was really come with their own shoes and their makeup and their hair done, which, you know, as females, we always already got our hair done and our nails done. So all they had to do was pair a pair of shoes or some heels or something with their outfit, come with a little face beat, nothing too excessive because I picked really pretty girls or whatever. So nobody had to do the most. It was literally just a vibe. I told everybody to pull up, you know, come pop they shit and just fuck with me or whatever. So as I was saying, nobody really had to do the most because the outfits were provided. You know, I had the location and everything and the whole theme. So all they had to do was show up, you know, looking cute like they regular self. So as I was editing the video with the videographer, we literally picked the best clips that we could, you know, to put in this video or whatever. There were some clips that we couldn't use, of course, because, you know, in video shoots, sometimes people are like not paying attention, or they might be fixing their clothes, or if they're like twerking or whatever, like their underwear might be showing, like shit like that. There was a lot of things that we had to leave out. But we did pick, you know, the best clips with everybody looking good and popping their shit. So what her issue was, I don't fucking know, because I thought everybody looked great. Like I said, I'm not one of them. I'm not the girl that wants to be the only cute one in the crowd. This is something that's going to be published on YouTube. So why would I not want everybody to look their absolute best? But long story short, after she talked to me bad and, you know, ruined my excitement or whatever about my video, I literally told her that I didn't want to be her friend no more. This was not the first time that she handled me aggressively. And this is not the first time that she made me feel some type of way with the things that she said to me. So I told her I was falling back, you know, I was cool, like I was just off of her for the moment or whatever. Didn't necessarily mean that we wasn't going to be friends again, but I just needed space. Like, she just irked my fucking nerve. When I tell y'all it's been hell with this girl for the past 8 months, like, she's literally gave me hell after I cut her off. Mind you, this is what I had decided at the moment, but I didn't necessarily mean that this was going to be a permanent situation. But it was how she moved afterwards that really made me feel like, oh, bitch, I never want to be friends with you ever again. Y'all, she couldn't wait to get on social media and talk about me bad. Like, I'm talking bad. Talking about my veneers, talking about getting my body done, like just saying hateful shit, bringing up my past, the fact that I have a criminal record, which, you know, she does too, but that's neither here nor there. Talking about I'm an evil person, this, that, and the third, literally because I cut her the fuck off, like literally. Y'all, it's even gotten to a point where we just had a situation happen like a month ago in which she went to the internet about me and talked about my child. Like, talked about my child, disrespected my baby, posted my baby. And this is somebody that I was around for more than 10 years, y'all. More than 10 years. This ain't nobody that I met yesterday. Like, somebody that I know very well. The same person that was here with me throughout my whole pregnancy. The same person that came to the hospital when I had my daughter. The same person that's been around my daughter and watched her multiple times. Got on the internet and disrespected my baby, my daughter. So it's like, bitch, you never loved me. You was pretending the whole time. You never even fucking liked me. There's never going to be a situation in which I fall out with one of my friends and I even feel comfortable talking about you on the internet, let alone your fucking child that I've been around. And mind y'all, it's about all petty shit. Like, she was living downstairs, right? She moved. But I guess she got a package delivered here because she forgot to update her address. I gave the package back to UPS, and I guess she had messaged me or tried to get in contact with me to retrieve the package, but I have her blocked on everything, so I don't know who the fuck she was messaging. When she couldn't get a response, she went to the internet about me, saying that I'm a thief, I'm this, that, and the third, posting like old charges of mine from when I was a child, like crazy shit, y'all, like crazy shit. But it's like, bitch, you were blocked on everything. No, I don't want you pulling up to my apartment. No, you can't retrieve your fucking package. Now you have to go through the trouble of waiting for UPS to reroute it back to the person and they reroute it back to you. You don't get that luxury. You literally have dogged me out since I've cut you off. You've dogged me out on the internet every chance you got. No, you cannot get your fucking package. But it's like shit like that. People wait for situations like that to expose how they really feel about you. Because when we was cool, I was a bad bitch. I'm this, that, and the third. Oh, friend, you gonna make it. Friend, I can't wait till you blow. I'm gonna be right here with you, friend. But when I stopped being friends with you, oh, I'm a bum ass bitch, I'm a horrible mom, I'm BBL, veneers, whatever. Like, sis, you been felt like that. It just took a certain situation to expose your true hand. You been felt like that. You been didn't like me. So I just say that to say, I hope that I never have anybody around me ever again pretending to love me. Because, baby, if that's love, I don't even want that shit.
Nothing irks me more than a girl who acts like they're cool with you, but they low-key don't like you. You can tell they don't like you by when anytime you say something, it's wrong, everything you do is wrong, or anytime there's a person who doesn't like you, they always try to side with them and agree with the person who doesn't like you. I remember having a friend back in high school, and everything I would say, she would try to get on my ass about it. Every person who didn't like me, she always tried to become friends with them or always tried to side with them against me. I could say, oh, look at the sky, it's baby blue. And this bitch will respond with, actually, it's not baby blue, it's giving more turquoise. Like, it don't matter what I would say or what I would do. It was just always wrong. And that's a strong indicator that the friend that you have does not like you. They will let other people talk bad about you in front of them, and they'll either jump in and agree or they won't say anything and not tell you. And the craziest part is that it secretly could be out of jealousy, or they're insecure, or they just want what you have. They envy you. I see this a lot in girl friendships, and it's so sad because these girls will literally act like they're your friend or they're cool with you, and they secretly just don't like you. And it's like, damn, just be my friend. Why you gotta be a hater? But yeah, I've had that happen to me so much that I've learned to pinpoint those behaviors, and then when I see it, I just let them alone.
I literally just asked. I'd read an article that said that a lot of times we have people around us that aren't our real friends, and that all of our friends typically know who that person is. So I asked them individually, and they all told me the same person. It's not likely that they're going to lie to me about that. In fact, they'll tell you exactly why. I highly suggest this tactic. And once you know the truth, don't stick around that person. Cut them out.
Y'all ever been friends with somebody who low-key don't like you? Like, you know, deep down, they moving funny. I have like so many friends who've been like low-key haters, and these are the things that they typically do when they don't like you like that. I think the first one for me is always gonna be them backhanded compliment. People who are haters, they will find any way to insult you, take a jab at you, hurt your feelings, and then laugh it off like it's a joke. Like, but be for real. Like, they'll try to make you feel like you're not that girl, like you just mad basic, mad blah, and it's just like, you're supposed to be my friend, you're supposed to be gassing each other up. Why are you hating for? Like, the next time for me is when they don't invite you out to places. Like, they purposely leave you out and exclude you from like everything. They'll invite everybody out to a little social gathering, they will purposely exclude you. They make it like their life mission to exclude you from things and to make you feel left out. The third one for me is gonna be something I like to call energy vampires. They will suck the living daylights out of you when it comes to asking you for help. They basically like use you. They use you for everything, but when you ask them, you know, to reciprocate, oh, they're gone. You cannot find them. They pull a Houdini. Adios. In my personal opinion, a friendship should be mutual. It shouldn't be one person just taking, and one person just giving. We should equally pour and take out of each other. Y'all make sure you're not friends with no hater. Like, that's not cute. You don't need them in your life. You're not nobody's fan. They're not a celebrity. You're not chasing up behind them. Just get rid of them and keep it pushing.
Yeah, I never had a friend that secretly did not like you like that. Like, they give big weirdo vibes. I have, and these are all the things that they typically love to do. First thing is that y'all are in a secret competition with each other in their heads. You got a promotion at work, well, they got a bigger promotion at work. If you accomplish a fitness goal, they accomplish a bigger fitness goal. They will just always find a way to make it seem like they are better than you. I'm not saying people can't talk about their wins and their accomplishments. Like, you know, you should hype yourself up. When it gets to a point where you have to bring me down to put yourself up, that's a red flag. You're weird and we don't need to be friends anymore. Second thing is that they love to give you backhanded compliments. They can't say anything nice about you because it truly irritates your soul. They just can't. They love to point out your flaws. They love to embarrass you. They're looking cute. You looking a little spiffy. They can never come out their mouth and just say something nice. They sit there stank in the corner me mugging you because they're miserable. Another sign is that they don't match the energy that you give. You know, you're a good friend, so you'll call them, reach out to them, show them that you support them because that's what friends are supposed to do. But when you are looking for that in return, oh, they're nowhere to be found. They will make time for everybody but you. Then when you call them out on it, they give you some sorry, soppy excuse, and you just like, do I look like a little fool? I'm not dumb. So if you have a friend who does any of those things, you should probably get rid of them immediately because you may be friends with them, but oh, they are not friends with you.
Like a pro at spotting fake friendships just because I've had so many. So these are the things that people usually do when they're like a hater, are envious of you, don't really like you, or all of the above. First thing's definitely gonna be these backhanded compliments. When people don't really like you like that, it'll be very hard for them to give you a compliment, congratulate you, celebrate your wins with you. It's always gonna be something petty that they have to say. A lot of times, especially me, I like to push things to the side and be like, oh nah, you know, she didn't really mean it in a negative way. Nah sis, she did. Number two is that they are never ever there for you. When you need them, they pull a Houdini and they are gone. You'll be there, you'll support them. If they need help, they call you, pick up the phone, like you a good friend. But when it's time and the roles are reversed and you are in need of help, oh forget it. You can't find them. You calling them, you texting them, they are gone. They're not there for you. I also like to lump this in with people who like to use you. Like they will use you for all the resources that you have to offer. But again, when it's time to pour into you or offer you stuff, they just don't have anything to offer really. The thing that I noticed with fake friendships is like, it's almost a mini competition. Like they always try to one up you. Like it's tit for tat. You do something, then they have to do something that's 10 times better than you. I'm all for friendly competition. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you start to take things to a different level and it's just like we competing to see who's better, who's the baddest, who's this, that, the third, I'm just not into that. I don't got no time for that. Another sign for me is when they never invite you like anywhere. Like they will plan things with everyone but you. And people will be asking you, oh, did so-and-so invite you to this event? And you'd be like, oh no, they never tell me anything. And then it's just like, oh, really? Those are the signs that usually appear when somebody's about to just jump off a cliff and just tank the whole entire friendship. So yeah, the signs don't lie. Those signs never fail me. I can usually spot a fake friend from like a mile away.
Never be so desperate for friendships that you lose your discernment. A lot of times when you live in your authenticity, you can often feel isolated. But just know, like, when you see a toxic person constantly surrounded by a lot of people and they seem like they have a lot of friends, if you didn't have boundaries or standards, you would also have a lot of friends. If you were a disrespectful person, you'd probably allow yourself to be disrespected. Certain things that would be considered toxic wouldn't really bother you because you also exude those same qualities. The things that you deem as red flags are not the things that they deem as red flags. So your standards are a little bit different. What you have to understand is that people that are meant for you, they don't make you question where you stand with them. They don't constantly trigger your anxiety or make you question your own worth. As soon as you have to start forcing people to reach out to you or you feel like people just don't understand you, those are not your people. And just know when you start to become desperate for friendships or desperate for relationships, you settle for things that were never meant for you. And all of the things that God has meant for you, it's almost like you're blocking your own blessings with a bunch of things that are not even supposed to be in your path. All of the things that hurt you are meant to teach you a lesson, but our downfall is that we like to hold on to them. If someone's not meant for you, learn how to let go so that you can let in the things that are. And next time you feel like you're isolated, just remember that things that are precious are often protected.
Okay, Rich Babes, let's get into the signs that you need to look out for. Recognizing these signs is the first step to clearing out that negative energy and making room for those who truly want to see you win. Number one, the shade. Those backhanded comments or consistent jokes that just feel off. You know that type? Wow, you actually look nice today. Look at you trying to do big things. They smile, but you can feel the sting behind those words. Real friends don't need to disguise their hate in jokes. So if you're catching this vibe, please take note. Number two, lack of support and encouragement. Okay? Notice the lack of genuine support. When you share your wins, big or small, they seem genuinely happy for you? Or do they downplay your achievements, acting disinterested? Or worse, just get silent? If they're not clapping when you're winning, chances are they are secretly rooting for you to fall. Real friends are your biggest cheerleaders and not silent observers. Number three, negative energy and jealousy. Then there's the negative energy and jealousy. Those friends who are always comparing themselves to you or trying to one up you in every conversation. Like, chill out. When you talk about your goals, do they turn the focus back on themselves or make you feel like your dreams are just too big? Well, if so, you might have a jealous friend on your hands who secretly envies your ambition and confidence. Number 4 is actions speak louder than words. Okay? Actions speak louder than words. Do their actions not match up with their words? They say they're your friend, but they talk behind your back. They never show up when you need them or consistently flake on plans. They might even start copying you, your style, your interests, or even your goals because deep down, they want to be like you, but don't have the courage to even admit it. Number 5, isolation tactics. So let's not forget about those friends who try to isolate you from others. They'll gossip about other people you're close to or plant seeds of doubt in your mind about who you can actually trust. They want you all to themselves, but only so they can control and manipulate you more easily. Number 6, how to handle it. So, what do you do if you're noticing these signs? First, trust your gut. Your intuition is powerful. It never lies. Second, start distancing yourself from these people. You don't have to confront them unless you feel it's necessary. Just start slowly removing yourself from their negative energy. And finally, focus on building a circle of friends who genuinely support and uplift you. Remember, Rich Babes, you deserve people in your life who love you for who you are and not who they want you to be. Okay, so it's time to do a friend audit. Don't go crazy, please. Or maybe you should. I don't know. But keep your circle tight and filled with people who want to see you win. Drop a comment below if you ever dealt with a secret hater and how you handled it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification button because I want all of y'all to be notified when I drop these videos, okay? So until next time, babes, stay rich.